What's up, everyone? Ryan here, aka Ryman, and we have returned to Season 2 of Katawa Shoujo. I don't really have much of more of a comment here, so other than we were in the middle of a festival, so let's return it and see what kind of shenanigans we get into. Ow, ow, ow. I was bashing my fists together while I was saying that, and I hurt one of my knuckles. Fuck. Ow! As we do so, it isn't hard to spot Hanako, considering that the room is completely devoid of anyone else. Given that there are no staff around, I guess there's no need to heed the usual library rules. I call out to her, "Hey, yo, bitch!" Hanako is here. As she hears our voices, Hanako's head flickers. Yes, I do crack myself up. Thank you for noticing. Hanako's head flicks up from behind a book, probably the same one she's been reading on Friday. Hisao? Lilly? Hanako's one of those voices I can do just fine. Just thought we'd drop by. Lilly just managed to escape from the noodle stall with a little help. That wasn't really an escape. Did she... Go back! Did she blush? That's adorable. Hanako gives a small giggle, briefly surprising both of us. I just thought that Lilly might not be enjoying the festival. Well, now we can enjoy it together, right? The two nod happily before we set out of the library and towards the festivities. Are we really gonna... Okay, it's after everything. I was gonna say, are we really gonna take Hanako out into this crowd? I don't like going out into those crowds. I start getting antsy and start reaching for something to use as a weapon. There were many ugly incidences. I don't do well with people. That's the sum of the story. I hand over some change to the girl behind the counter and take it to two styrofoam cups of tea. I try to accentuate my bow a bit to cover for the fact that she's quite obviously deaf! I can't make fun, I know deaf people. I can make all the jokes I want, they can't hear me. Okay, fun story. My sister is actually deaf, but she reads lips like a fucking pro. But because she's deaf, she doesn't always know that people are trying to talk, that we're trying to talk to her. So what I've taken to doing is I just start dancing a little bit to catch her attention. That usually works fine. Sometimes what I also like to do is when she's talking, I stand behind her and I pretend I'm doing sign language interpreting. I'm an evil motherfucker, but she's my sister, I'm allowed to do that. Where was I? Oh yes, we were talking about deaf people. Come to think of it, I probably should have asked for help instead of leaving those two in the gardens while I bought drinks. Trying to juggle the 2 cups of hot tea for them, with a can of coffee for myself, out of the vending machine isn't exactly easy. With some careful maneuvering, though, I managed to keep everything stable and upright as I walk over to the bench where Lilly and Hanako are sitting and chatting. It's actually a quite nice place, lit only by moonlight. It's tucked away some distance from the main events. Compared to how hot it had been during the day, this spot is also pleasantly cool by now. Not that it matters all that much. Most of the visitors have moved to areas that are either closer to the fireworks or higher on the hill in order to view the display apparently planned. Welcome back, Hisao. Her ears are good. I'm not exactly close, and even Hanako hadn't noticed me. Here you go! Sorry it's instant, but that's all they had left by now. Hanako gingerly takes a cup from my hand, and I gently place the other into Lily's outstretched hands. Did you enjoy the festival, then, Hisao? It went far better than the last school festival I had to take part of? Am I referencing real life? Am I referencing another bizarre adventure? You be the judge. I think you know the answer. You know the answer. Yeah, it was pretty fun. An honest answer. Much of the food may have been somewhat subpar, but it was a lot of fun in the end, especially with Hanako and Lily. In fact, I think those two may have enjoyed themselves even more than I did, with both Lily and me around. Much of Hanako's withdrawn nature around others died down enough for her to enjoy herself. We did take her in the crowds! Did she stab someone? Did she find her mark? As we sit drinking, the whistles of the first firework ring out before it explodes into a vibrant shower of blue against the night sky, heralding the beginning of the end of the festival. And I just then got my Vietnam flashbacks and started screaming something about Charlie and a wire. You're never too young to have a Vietnam flashback, folks. Enthusiastic shouts can be heard from the crowd scattered around the school grounds, celebrating them. For minutes on end, Hanako and I watch the fireworks overhead as Lily blissfully listens to them with her eyes shut. Red, green, yellow star shape, circular in pattern, and all manner of shapes and colors fill the air, one after the other, and dance across the sky. Don't know if I should put up an epilepsy warning for this, but you know what? Your fate's in your own hands. You know what you're getting into when you tagged along on this channel. No place near where I live put on such lavish displays. Festivals like this were a thing of the past in such a metropolitan area. To be seeing such a sight with these two, it's probably the happiest I've been in a long while. So, that's it. The festival's finally ending. Yeah. She gave us a delicate, wistful sigh. As much as I might complain about all the stuff we have to do, it's still sad that we have to graduate before the next Yaoku festival. I walk forwards and stand beside Lily, gently resting a hand on her shoulder. It's alright. Think of the festivals in college. Those will have booze. Don't worry. We still have a Tanabata later this year, right? What the fuck is that? I don't remember that from season 1. You're right. It would be nice to go there when it comes. Minutes of silence pass, with only the blasts of fireworks to be heard. Seeing these two remind me of the words of advice Lily had given me as we walked into town together. Cherish the opportunity to make new friends, huh? I don't remember that because I probably skipped over it because it was shit I read from season 1. I'm going to have to go back and... You want to try that sentence again, Ryan? I'm going to have to go back and rewatch season 1 now. Hey, Lily. She turns her head slightly to show that she's listening. Hanako's gaze is still firmly fixed on the technicolor of fireworks bursting overhead. You mind if I join you two for tea every now and again? The smile on her face is more than enough to see her answer. It would be a pleasure, Hisao. Yay! We're gonna have tea! And the budget kicked in! Oh, that's a cute animation of her. Holy shit, her chest in that shot was like, wow! Oh, what the fuck is that? Act 2. Past. Well, I do believe that animation has cemented the fact that we are on a Lilly route. There's at least one person out there jumping up and down in their seat with joy. There's probably another out there jumping up and down saying, oh God, he's going to get to that part. Maybe. Depends on my choices. I don't know. Where was it? What's my time? I've still got plenty of time. Something I want to bring up. Probably a few things I want to bring up from that animation. One, that was very good. Like, I applaud. Very good job. Two, there are a lot of things happening that I'm sure will be explained in the upcoming chapters. And three, the sudden face touching. I know what that is. That is the blind person, like, figuring out exactly what you look like. She's a very brave woman there to, like, just do that unexpectedly to my face. Because I need 3 weeks at least advance warning when someone's just going to try and touch me. Violent things have happened in the past when someone tried to catch me off guard. There's a certain story floating around there of one such incident. I'm not going to get into it now. We're just going to keep going. I wake to the annoying din of my alarm clock. Its bright red numerals lighting up my face. Have I read this part before in the past? I'm going to assume no. We will no longer skip. We're not skipping. The skip is dead. I'm going to name this episode that. The skip is dead. It's the same alarm clock. Why did that amuse me so? You know what? Because I'm flinging my arms around as if people can see me. I have a problem. The same alarm clock I had at home, one of the few remaining artifacts from the days before coming to Yamaku. I had hoped that using it would help ease my transition to this new life. You brought a digital clock to ease your transition. Hisao, my man, you need help. People bring a photo or anything. Not a fucking alarm clock. No such luck, though, dumbass. Groggily dragging myself out of bed, I wipe the sleep out of my eyes, then reach over to my desk. I open a couple of bottles of medication strewn across it, and swallow a few pills dry. Like a man. By now, the process is starting to become automatic. Something I should be glad for, given their purpose. Feeling much more awake than before, I wander into the bathroom. Oh no, please tell me. No more naked ambushes. No more naked ambushes. Oh no. While the shower warms up, my mind begins to wander as my new daily routine begins once again. The bright colors of the fireworks fill my mind, as do the two girls with whom I spent my time watching them. It feels strange to be moved to so much by people I know little about. Then again, I suppose these aren't normal circumstances. At least I have someone to talk to, now, aside from my schoolmate next door. No naked ambush, okay. With the time left before school begins today, warning. You want to take that from the top, Ryan? I know it's late, but please keep it together. With the time left before school begins today waning, I begin to get ready for class. Walking through the door into the classroom, I notice that I'm still somewhat early. I see about 5 or 6 students milling around, most of them looking as if they'd rather be still in bed. I have that look even if it's 3 in the afternoon. It's at times like this that I appreciate being a morning person, and you are the minority, my man. That said, 2 students in particular seemed just as perky as all. 2 students in particular. Someone out there take my hand and give me strength, because I think I know who these two particular students is. Okay, my eyes are shut and something has actually grabbed my hand. Monica, if that's you, just... I'm gonna open one eye and see who's as perky as always. Son of a bitch! Hi, Shizune. Hi, Misha. I suddenly realized that my greeting would be lost on the former, so I quickly followed it up with a wave. She doesn't seem overly bothered. Or interested, for that matter. Ellipses! Folks, I'm going to need a moment to collect myself before I have to do the Misha voice again. For that one gentleman out there who was nice enough to say that my voice acting was probably upper middle tier, oh, that's about to be knocked down a few notches. Oh, no. I gotta get there. Hold on. It's the right state of mind. Hello, Hishan. Hello, Hishan. Hello, Hishan. Yeah! Yeah! We're gonna keep on with this, yeah! Hello, Hishan. Are you feeling well? I can assume her greeting comes from Shizune. It's hard to tell if she's speaking as herself or Shizune sometimes. Better than most everyone else, I guess. You two seem bright and chipper. Misha signs us back to Shizune as I say it, eliciting a somewhat terse answer, if her sharp and rapid arm movements are any indication. Considering that these two made such a big deal out of the festival preparations, I probably should have chosen my words more carefully. Ellipses! Since you're the new student, we've been cutting you some slack. Please don't expect this kind of task dodging to be allowed in the future. Misha looked... Misha... Oh my god. Oh my god. Misha looks as if she's about to add her own comment, but quickly goes back to interpreting as Shizune continues unabated. While your contribution to Class 3T stall is appreciated... Huh? Word sure got around quickly. That or these two have their fingers on the pulse of the school. We would prefer your efforts to be focused on the task at hand, namely your own class. Bitch, I go where I want. As much as I hate to admit it, they do have a point. No, they don't, because I don't give a fuck. Before I can respond, though, Shizune adds something more, which draws a smile from Misha. Ellipses. Did you enjoy the festival, then? Lecture over, I guess. Yeah, it was good. Did you two enjoy it? Shizune gives a short nod as Misha grins and bounces her head up and down. The contrast side by side is amusing. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice more students starting to trickle into the classroom. A quick glance at my watch confirms that they're a few minutes late. If I remember correctly, Muto is always like 10 to 20 minutes late, so I think these students are just fine. Hey, girl! I look over at Hanako scene and realize that she's already there, and contently reading a book. It makes me wonder just how long she's been there without me noticing. With heavy footsteps coming up the hallway signaling Mato's arrival, our idle talking comes to an end, and I take my seat next to Misha. As the door slides open, he strides through with a ponderous gait. His posture is even worse than usual. That dude's been drinking, yeah! And his eyes are barely staying open. I guess my quip to Lilly and Hanako about the staff was misplaced. Everyone opens their books as he reaches his desk, and the first class of the new week begins. I rub my eyes as the lunch bell rings out, glad for the temporary reprieve from work. Hi, girl! I'm entirely surprised when I look over to the door and see Lilly standing there, cane in hand, patiently waiting for Hanako. Considering her acceptance of my request to join them yesterday, I decided to spend my lunchtime with them rather than eat alone. Damn, girl, you just popped into existence and boom! Expect nothing less from the fiery assassin and the blind vampire. Did I miss a line? I think I missed a line. Fuck it! Lily's head turns slightly, registering the sound of footsteps behind her. As Hanako notices and follows her lead, she almost jumps in surprise. Hisao? I mean, hello, Hisao. Hi. Sorry if I startled you. Lilly turns to greet me, helped in her orientation by Hanako. Good afternoon, Hisao. Are you joining us? If it's no trouble, there's not much else to do, really. Lilly gives a small nod, as if to silently brush away any idea that would be troubling in the least. We descend to one set of stairs and walk down a hallway to the usual room. Our pace somewhat quicker than usual, thanks to Lilly using a Hanako for direction, rather than her cane and the railings. As expected, it's deserted. The sounds of the other clubs can only barely be heard as sunlight streams into the room from outside. Looking around the room, I notice a couple of empty easels propped up against a wall that I don't think were there before. The art club must use this room as extra storage. Those bastards! Should I get the chess set out? Hanako's voice seems less tense when she's directly addressing Lilly. Yes, I'll make the tea while you sort the pieces. I can do that for you, if you like. She ponders the offer for a moment before smiling, confirming that I've made the right choice. Her face is remarkably easy to read. Thank God, because my own reading skills is lacking. Very well. I'm man enough to admit it that I'm dumb. Very well, thank you. She slides a retracted cane into the handle of her bag. It takes me a moment sometimes for my brain to register what certain motions in this game are. And sets it against one of the table legs before taking a seat opposite to Hanako. As I prepare tea for the three of us, I can hear the small wooden pieces being set on the board. I wonder how good Lilly is at chess, given her circumstances. Spoiler, it's really checker pieces! But I'm terrible. By the time I place the steaming teacups onto the table, Lilly and Hanako have already moved their first pieces as they nibble on sandwiches and rice balls from their respective bags. I note the chessboard they're using has holes in the middle of each square and pegs on the bottom of the pieces. and as each dark square lightly raised. Watching Lilly's fingers skating over the board, tracing out the positions of the pieces, makes me marvel at the simple ingenuity of the design. It must be specifically made for blind players. Here you go. This is not. No, return. Damn it. Turn around the button and just take away the text so I can look at the cute fucking picture. You know what? I'll have plenty of time to figure that out when I return to this game, because I gotta wrap things up. Folks, if you had any enjoyment whatsoever listening to me fumble my way through the wonderful world of Katawa Shoujo, then please give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Follow the Facebook page if you want to keep up with all the news and the content that I post there. I do post stuff there, don't worry. It's not a deserted page. And if you want to be part of a friendly and growing community of a bunch of strange, deranged, but still harmless individuals, then feel free to stop on by and join the Ryman Gaming Discord channel. Your results may vary. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you all next time. Stay awesome out there. Adios.